Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about the AverageIFS function. That's ifs with an S, because we're going to average a certain range of values based on a number of criteria. Okay, so here to illustrate this I have a table. The first column is just an index. The second column, weight, is actually the value we want to average, but this weight is split into two different categories. One is size, which could be small, medium, and large, and one is color, which I've only used two colors, red and blue. So for example, here in our table I've constructed a kind of summary table where we want to get the averages for, say, a small blue, a small red, a medium blue, a medium red, large blue, and large red. Okay? So you can think of these maybe as marbles or something, and there's two colors and three categories of size, and we want to see the average of each color and size. Okay? So the way to do this is actually you can go in here and do this manually, and it'll take you about half an hour, or you can use the AverageIFS function. Okay? So we're going to use equals AverageIFS with an S, open parentheses. The first argument is the average range, and that's our weight column. So we're going to highlight that entire column, and we're also going to absolute reference that column. Okay, I have to manually type these dollar signs, comma, the first criteria range, which is our size range. We highlight that entire column, and then we absolute reference that. Now there's a shortcut to absolute reference. As soon as you highlight something, you can hit the F4 key on a PC, and that will automatically put dollar signs around all the letter and the number reference. Okay, I have to manually type it because it conflicts with my screen capture software. Comma, third argument is the criteria for the first criteria range, and the criteria for this row that we're currently on for the size criteria is actually in this color range. So that is this cell over here, cell H4, and I'm going to leave that as a relative reference, comma, the second criteria range. So we've dealt with the first criteria, size, and we've also told it which size we're interested in. Now we're going to deal with the second criteria, which is color. Highlight the entire range, absolute reference this range, and then the final argument is the color criteria, which is actually H4, and the size criteria was actually G4. I was being blocked by the formula bar because this formula has gotten pretty long. We can close the parentheses and hit enter, and we get an error message. Now we can look into what this error message is arising from. This is G44, that's probably what it is. Hit enter. So instead of G4, my finger hit the 4 twice, and we got G44. So that's G4 and that's H4. This is the size range. This is the size criteria. This is the color range, and this is the color criteria, and this is the weight column. Okay, so the AverageIFS function, to summarize, takes as its first argument the column you want to average, as its second argument the first criteria range, as its third argument the third criteria range is actual criteria you want to look for, the specific size, for example, small, as the next argument is the second criteria range, and followed up by that specific criteria you want to look for. And this could go on and on with as many criteria as you desire. Always it's the criteria range, comma, the specific criteria you're looking for in that range. Okay, for us we wanted size small and color blue, and this was the mean for small and blue color. And since we've put our formulas in with the proper references, absoluting the ranges and leaving the actual criterias as relative references, we can go ahead and drag this formula down, and we don't have to type this long thing again. And we see that the large red marbles have the highest average weight, which is expected. They're large. The second highest weight is the large blue, again expected, and the lightest are the small red. Okay, so this list right here, this could have taken you a long time to do, and there's only 100 values here as our index shows, but they could have very well been in the thousands, and this formula would have worked just as quick. So you type it in once, taking time, making sure you do it right, and then you're able to drag it down. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Be sure to check out the AverageIF, SumIf, and CountIf functions. I've done a few tutorials on the if statement in general. Be sure to subscribe, check out the Access PowerPoint and Excel tutorial videos as well as math. Till next time, have a great day.